I'm mad emotional. What the heck? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a new video for you guys, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a get ready with me, and honestly I was chatting about everything. If you guys would like to see how I got this look, and if you guys want to hang out with me for a little bit, then please stay tuned, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, and Twitter. Turn on post notifications, and let's get right into the video. Okay, you guys, so let's get started. I'm gonna go right in because I'm actually on crunch time because I'm starting off a little bit late. So I'm gonna go right in with my eyebrows. I'm not really gonna talk about products per usual. I'm just gonna get this makeup done. It feels good because I just washed all of my brushes, so I could literally just grab any brush instead of trying to fight, see which one would work for me because a good one is dirty and all that stuff. It's a good day when your brushes are nice and clean. My eyebrows are done. Now I'm just gonna go in. I'm actually gonna just start with my face, but my face, I put a serum and I put my moisturizer, and still in these winter months it's kind of like you need a whole bunch of crap. So I'm just gonna moisturize it really quickly. First I'm gonna put more lip balm because my lip got cut and I'm trying to keep it moisturized. So I'm just gonna use my setting spray to moisturize my skin really quick before I start with my concealer and foundation. So today I actually woke up pretty, not early, like 9:30-ish, but I was on a really early schedule at one point, and I loved it. I loved being up early and getting work done, and then all of a sudden, I think it was after the holidays, because you know, staying up past midnight and all of that stuff really messed up my schedule. I couldn't get back into my good sleeping schedule. So I was waking up at 10, 11, I know it's an hour of a difference, but trust me, that makes a huge difference for me, because if the earlier I wake up, then I can get my yoga and my morning routine out the way before I start work. But when I wake up late, it's kind of oh my god, I just gotta hurry up and get to work. I'm actually pretty hype. Well, not hype, but I'm proud of myself for waking up early. The only thing is I only got about a solid 4 hours of sleep, which is not the best, but hopefully tonight I can get to sleep earlier because I woke up a little bit earlier and didn't get that much sleep last night. That is, oh my god, I look crazy. That is the goal for today. Also, if you guys hear a bunch of windy, just noise in the background, it is super windy outside today, and I saw some snow flurries, so it might be snowing later on. I know it's supposed to snow on Friday or something. Today is the 20th. It's inauguration day actually. I have my Kamala Harris shirt on because I'm super hyped. Yeah, it's Wednesday, so it's supposed to snow Friday or Saturday. I think snow would be good for us. You know, they say that when it snows, it kind of washes out some of the germs in the air and stuff and all of that, so snow can be a good thing for us. I wanted to check in with you guys and see how you guys are doing. You know, the pandemic and everything. I don't want to talk negatively or whatever about it, but I wanted to see how you guys are feeling, because by now we've been in quarantine for almost a year basically, and honestly America's not really in quarantine anymore. However, there are some states that have went into quarantine again, lockdown again. Not New York City as far as I'm concerned. I think we had indoor dining for a little bit, and then they quickly shut that down because numbers started rising again. And now I think we still have outdoor dining, because yeah, I think we do still have outdoor dining. I think numbers are okay, but they're steadily rising again. That's kind of for me, I'm an introvert, and you guys have heard me speak about this when it first began, and how the lockdown thing is not much of an issue for me because I'm typically home all the time anyway, so it's not a huge issue for me. But for me, I am feeling a little bit fatigued. I am feeling a little bit I just feel I'm missing out on life. You know, you're not gonna get this time back. As much as I want to be around family all the time, or you know, visit and spend time with some of my friends and stuff, I just feel really scared to do that. Like I'm honestly like just a little shook because I don't want to be the cause of somebody else getting sick and possibly, you know, passing away. Like it's just, I don't know, I just take that stuff really, really seriously because I had somebody in my family that actually lost their life from this stupid virus. It wasn't my godfather, he didn't die from coronavirus, but it was like a far kind of family member, but it was simply because of being around someone like one time. He just didn't make it. It was a one-time thing, and then that's all it took. You know what I mean? And I also, for my own health and stuff, kind of scares me because I do have asthma, not like chronic asthma or anything like that, but it's still worrisome to like, I can't afford to have like, yeah, I just can't afford to do it. It's just, it's a conflicting feeling because it's kind of like, you know, whatever's supposed to happen is gonna happen kind of thing. So kind of go about your life. But it's also like, I don't want to be chasing possibly getting sick and stuff. Like I have control over that. I can be cautious about those kinds of things. It's just it's just scary. Honestly, my friend actually lives in California, and she was telling me how they are on lockdown again because the numbers are really bad. And if you go on the website, oh my gosh, California, like I'm hoping that they get that under the wraps because it just got really bad. And I heard something, I'm not too sure, but I heard something about the new strand is out there, which is even more scary. Yeah, you guys, like this stuff is still, it has not calmed down. I've been seeing people taking trips. I've been seeing people at outings with no mask on. I've been seeing a whole bunch of crap that is kind of like, I know you're tired, I'm tired, we're all tired of being on lockdown. We're all tired of this crap. Like, you know, we all have similar feelings, but that does not mean that, oh, once I'm tired of it is when I'm gonna take action and just, well, not take action, but when I'm just gonna go out to risk the well-being of myself and others. And my thing is, I can take the risk for myself, right? I'm not going to, but like I can just be like, whatever, I'll be fine. I'll just quarantine myself if I decide to do anything stupid during this time. Or if I decide to do something that I feel like I maybe have risked coming in contact with somebody that probably had the virus, I'll just quarantine. But that's not my thing. My thing is like, I'm scared to do that and then get somebody else sick, like one of my family members or something. And it's all because I was basically just feeling like, oh my god, I'm just tired of it, I feel like I'm missing out on life and all this like dramatic type of crap, which it's understandable to feel that way, but you know, it's still happening. Just because you feel a way about it doesn't mean that it just takes it away, you know? And I feel like for a lot of people, that's what it kind of means, and it's crazy. New York City we've done better at controlling the numbers and all of that stuff, which is amazing. And I'm actually gonna put a little bit more foundation, just a little bit more. I'm actually really happy that we have gotten it under control to a certain extent, but it's not done and we need to be careful. That's all I really wanted to talk about when it comes to that stuff. I also wanted to ask you guys, how are you guys? I know I've been asking you guys this for a while actually, like how are you guys liking the back-to-back uploads? I've been back-to-back filming. I've been producing content every other day. If I'm not producing content, I am editing. If you guys follow me on Snapchat, then you guys have seen that I said I'm actually pretty tired, and I think I said this in one of my videos, and I am tired. You know, it's been a lot of work, it's been non-stop, but everybody's tired. Everybody that has a job is tired. Everybody that's working towards a goal or a dream is tired. I'm fine, you guys. When I say I'm tired, it doesn't mean like, yo, I can't take it anymore, because if I really couldn't, then I would just not be on camera and I would just take the time, you know? But I'm fine, I'm just tired. I'm like regular tired, like, okay, I'm a little bit drained now. But whenever I do need the time, I will take the time for myself. But I am also making it my business to at least do yoga and stuff every other day. If I can't get to it every day, then every other day. And I do make it, like when I say I'm doing it, it's like the first thing in the morning. Like I'll relax for a little bit and I'll have my coffee, because I love to have my coffee before my yoga, because then I'm able to like really just like give myself to the practice and possibly even do a little workout after it. So I am making it my business to still put myself first, as everyone should, and making sure that I'm good mentally before, you know, my day starts. And it's a must. It's a must. Like when you're working this much, you feel drained and stuff, and it kind of feels like, okay, it's just never ending, which is for most people. You have to take that time for yourself. I honestly, like, I do like 10-15 minute yoga morning practices, sometimes 20 minutes. But if I can, like if I, let's say sometimes what I'll do is I will not be able to do it in the morning because of whatever reason, then I'll make it my business to do a longer practice like in the evening. And those are really fun and great for me as well, because then I actually have more energy in the evening anyway. But I'm saying all that to say that it's very important that even when you're working hard and doing these kinds of things, it's very important to still take the time for yourself, because you don't want to ultimately crash. And then not only crash where it's just like, okay, I'm not working anymore, I just can't work, but crash like mentally and emotionally. And that's when, you know, it becomes a problem, because not only can you not get work done because you are exhausted, you also just like, I don't know, it's just like a different kind of feeling. Like you don't want to get yourself to that point where you are mentally and emotionally exhausted. At least I don't. So I do make it my business to take the time out, because then it leads to other things, you know what I mean? It leads to possible anxiety attacks and a bigger slump, you know? Like if instead of me taking the time out and doing like 10 minutes of yoga in the morning and like a 5-minute meditation or something, just taking at least a small portion of time for myself, like just for me. I can do that every other day or every day. And instead of me having like a super crash, a super breakdown where I go into a slump for like a week or two, you know what I mean? Like it's just not worth it. Yeah, that's why I feel like taking time for yourself is more than important. It's critical. But anyway, I have been slowing down a little bit on Snapchat. I still check in and everything, and I still have my moments with you guys. You guys are freaking funny, especially those of you that hate the Warriors. You guys are hilarious. I've been slowing down a little bit. You know, when I first started doing my daily check-ins on Snapchat, I was like on Snapchat every single day, 3-4 times. I'll just basically like do a day in my life kind of things. So I'm like on Snapchat like the entire day basically. Now I just check in the morning if I can, and then after that I kind of like, okay, I'm doing this, blah blah, and I replied to a couple of you guys. So I've slowed down just a bit because I did get backed up on my editing. I edit my videos and I schedule them to upload. It's just what works for me, because same day kind of thing, it just takes away from my day. If I were to, okay, I have to get this video up today, and then I start editing that same day, like it's just takes away from my time when I can be doing a lot of other things, and it's a lot more stressful. So I control it that way by scheduling my videos. But I did get on that schedule by accident. Like I found myself editing the video for the same day, I think like 2 days ago, and I'm like, oh no, this is not gonna work. I need to take a day to get back on track. And so I did that, and that's what kind of like backed me up, because my goal is, if you guys haven't noticed, it's been over 2 weeks already. My goal is to upload 1 video every single day this month. I'm gonna shoot for longer than that, but for my initial goal is to do 30 days straight. Now we're almost there, you guys. We are almost there. It's been 20 days now. It's been 20 days, 20 videos ever since the new year started, and it's going well. I'm noticing the difference in my growth on here. Like I'm growing steadily but surely, and I definitely did not think that it was gonna happen right away. I definitely was not thinking that. It's not smart to think that, because nothing happens like that. You have to dedicate yourself and then just keep going. It's been fun, and at the end of the day, as long as I'm proud of myself and the work that I'm putting in, and I'm satisfied with the work that I'm putting in, that's all that really matters to me. And that you guys are enjoying the content, obviously. And you guys are loving that I'm finally being consistent after all this time of saying I'm gonna be more consistent. I know I've said that multiple times, and I know, trust me, I know. I kind of like told you why in my last Get Ready With Me. You never know what somebody is going through unless they let you in, and I'm not one to really share much of my personal business. It was hard for me to be consistent, but that is the past now. That is behind me, and now I'm consistent. That's all that matters. That is what that matters. I need to get a new a new bronzer, because I use my contour shades as a bronzer shade as well as my contour shade. I don't use the same color, but I use the same palette, and I feel like I don't know, I just need a bronzer. I could never find a good bronzer though. The only thing that I remember working for me was the L'Oreal powder foundation in Cocoa. I used to use that as my bronzer at one point, and I feel like that was awesome and it worked for me. Like I liked it. But after that, oh, you know what bronzer I liked as well, but I need to re-up on it? The Girl Lactic bronzer. I don't know what shade or anything I had it in, but that bronzer was one of my favorites actually. So maybe I need to re-up on that one. And I know I'm looking over here, but my mirror's over here, so I'm not one to really talk about politics too much, and I don't really like to get into it. But I know there was a lot of mixed feelings and stuff with the current president and vice president, and I'm pretty much aware of it all. I just think that, like, let's say you don't like the current people for whatever reason. It doesn't mean that if somebody supports it that they're being like super fans of them or whatever. It means that you could have your concerns as well, but there's certain things that you can be proud of. Like the first woman vice president period is something to be proud of. It's actually pretty freaking emotional. Like I almost cried watching the ceremony and stuff, because you guys, especially as a woman, it's especially because when we had the last guy, number 45, like it was so depressing. The day of the election day, I remember that day like it was yesterday. It was so freaking depressing. It was just so like, wow, we really mean nothing to y'all. Like nothing. Like we are women of color. It's like you're at the bottom. You're bottom of whatever, like you're just, nobody cares about you kind of thing. Especially seeing how this guy blatantly disrespected women, and it was still like, oh well, like it's not a big deal. It's just like, that was heartbreaking. So to go from that, I'm mad emotional. What the heck? Hold on. What? Gotta pull it back. I'm really have to laugh at myself right now. What the hell? All right, but to go from that and to now have a woman as a vice president, that shit is crazy. It's awesome. It's just amazing. It really is. And I can't say too much else. I did not expect myself to get emotional about that. Like I'm emotional, right? Like I can be emotional, but I'm not like just randomly emotional. And I feel like this was pretty random, but honestly, it just goes to show how deep, you know, something can be for somebody, even if it's not important to you, including myself. I didn't think it was that deep for me, but I remember, I'm telling you guys, I remember that election day 4 years ago it was horrible. I don't know, you guys, I think just sometimes it gets hard. Like I'm always around guys, like because I have like a lot of males in my family, like my brother, my cousins and stuff. Like I have mostly like males around me, and that's been since I was like really young. So I see firsthand how some guys don't really like think about the kinds of things women go through, and how it's just like the lack of confidence that, let's say, I would have as opposed to, you know, the guys that I'm usually around. It's kind of just like, I can clearly see it's not just because I lack confidence or anything like that. It's more so because it'll be things where it's just like, this is what I was taught. I was taught that I can't just do this because I'm a woman kind of thing. And because I see it firsthand, it's just like, you know, you start to realize a lot. You start to see it more in just everyday life kind of thing. You know, there's a reason why I behave the way I behave or do certain things, or, you know, whatever it is. Like a lot of times things that women go through just are not taken into consideration at all. So yeah, it's a big day when a woman is included in something that was never for us. That's pretty much it. And I would consider myself a feminist actually, but I'm very careful with that word, because when people say that, it's like, oh gosh, so you believe that women need to be treated better than men. It's just like, no, I believe that women need to be treated better, period. And hopefully as an equal to a certain extent. And hopefully our needs and stuff are met to a certain extent, because they haven't been. But anyway, this went to a whole nother level that I was not expecting. Right now, I'm getting ready to take some pictures and film content all day. Today's content day for sure. For blush, I've been loving the L'Oreal Paradise Enchanted in Just Curious, and it is this peachy blush right here. And I love mixing it with my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores blush in Je ne sais quoi, which is this pinky blush right here. And I've been loving just mixing them too. The peach one actually has a little bit of like a, I don't want to say a shimmer, but like it has a little bit of kind of like a glow So I try not to do too much of that one, but I like how it kind of like, ooh, see how pigmented that It Cosmetics blush is? I like how it kind of like mutes it where it's not super pink. Yeah. I've also been trying to just get into blush more, which is why I'm trying to find something that I really like. And so far this has been it. It also helps just give that subtle glow before you even go in with what you call that, highlight. So I've been really liking this combo. I'm trying to get into blush more because I think it looks really pretty. I just never, like, I've used blush before, but I just never found a way for it to like really work for me. You know what I mean? Sometimes it just felt like too much, but I'm thinking that I'm finally finding my way. I'm gonna go do my mascara and eyeliner and stuff off camera. The lashes I'm using are Valeria Meyer lashes in number 18, so they're very simple. And the mascara that I'm using is the It Cosmetics Lash Blowout Mascara. And the liner I'll be using, it is the L'Oreal Infallible, the Super Slim Liquid Eyeliner. I don't know if I'm gonna do a wing yet. I kind of just fill it out when I'm actually doing my liner. But I'll be back after I get all of that done. All right, you guys, I'm back and I have practically finished my makeup. I just have to do my highlighter and my lips. So for highlight, I'm gonna be using the MAC Hyper Real Glow. This is the gold palette, so it has these 3 shades. You guys have seen this before. I typically use these 2 light shades. This one is a little bit too dark for me. Sometimes I'll mix all 3 of them, but for today, we're just gonna use those 2. And I'm just gonna highlight my cheeks. Just like that, I do everything you ask of me. I kind of like a lot of highlight in the winter months because it it makes my skin just look a lot more glowy and like fresh and like dewy when it's really not, when I'm like struggling. But I definitely like putting it up here. Sometimes I forget to blend this out and this looks super choppy up here, but we're gonna remember today. I typically just take my setting spray right after. I already did setting spray before, but I'm gonna do another layer now. The key is to use a lot of setting spray while you're doing your makeup. I like to take my beauty blender on the side that I have not used yet and kind of just pat really lightly to make sure my skin is good, and then I'll let the rest dry. So for my lips, I actually don't know. I think I want to use gloss today. All right, you guys, so I'm thinking this is the combo I'm going to be using. It is a Carly by Belle Maquillage lip pencil in Bible, and then this Lancome lip gloss in Tickled Pink. Start off with this. If you see me with a gloss nowadays, it's most likely one of these Lancome glosses. If I'm not using like a lipstick, I'll just go in with my lip liner and I'll fill in most of my lips. So like that, the lip gloss has a base. And these smell so good. Oh my gosh. You guys, so this is my final look. It is a really basic look. You guys have seen me with this look so many times. It is my go-to simple yet glam type look. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with my hair because it is in this awkward stage where I actually need to like wash it and to be able to refresh it. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with my hair, but once I figure that out, then I'll come back and let you guys see like the actual final look. But I don't know, let's see what I come up with. Okay, you guys, so I just did my hair really quickly. This is a very like easy rubber band look, and I put it up into a messy bun, and that is my final look. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and if you guys want more get ready with me's, then just let me know in the comments down below. These are kind of like my favorite videos to do because it's kind of like just chatting while you're doing your makeup. So if you guys want more get ready with me, then let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, and Twitter. Turn on your post notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!